Alright, so the more the Boruto story progresses, this guy just becomes more and more suspicious literally every time we see him. So today we're going to be going over some popular theories as to what is going on with Amado, what we should be expecting from him in the future. Now, the first theory goes like this. Amado is good. The first theory that I think is a little plausible is that he could be trying to rid the world of shinobi, kind of like Pain did when he said,
"This world shall know pain."
This could also tie into the fact that his daughter died 12 years ago, around the time that Naruto would have been 19, 20 years old, which is around the time of the events of the last, if not right after it. She could have been a casualty of some sort of shinobi altercation, and as a result, Amado could have had a permanent disdain for shinobi, so he decides to join Karo and infiltrate Konoha. If the Hidden Leaf did have a part in his daughter's death, he would have perfect access to the Hokage and the Hokage's son, which he already made pills for Boruto to slow the karma down, which is even stated to cause him to go blind or kill him or whatever. And I'm pretty sure the same chapter that we see that, Boruto also ends up using the karma seal again, so that could either mean that they don't work, or again, it's only supposed to slow it down, so maybe it was slowing it down to a certain extent, or maybe the pills are used for something else in his secret agenda. Even if the Hidden Leaf in particular didn't have any part in this, we do know that Naruto, the Hokage of the Hidden Leaf, is far stronger than any Kage of his era, so it makes sense if he's trying to dispose of shinobis to start with Naruto. Alright, moving on to the next theory, which is one I find particularly interesting, is Amado's daughter is actually an Otsuki, right? Again, we know that his daughter died 12 years ago, and we know that he somehow knows the ins and outs of a karma seal to the point where he can make his own weaponized karma seal that he stated he'd be able to do for Kawaki. Now, this seems majorly suspicious unless he had some time to analyze it beforehand, maybe Jigen's, maybe another one, right? And what if his daughter was actually given a karma seal and eventually lost control and fully reincarnated into an Otsuki that gave her the marking, which would make a little bit of sense as to why Amado ends up bringing up the fact that his daughter died 12 years ago, and it would make sense that why he's trying to create Otsuki level threats in the form of cyborgs that are able to compete with Ishiki, or rather Jigen. Now, before we get into the last theory, which is personally my favorite, there are a couple other theories that I saw floating around there, which I don't personally think are super likely, but I mean, just might as well just throw them out there. Some people commented that he could be a humanoid black Zetsu, one of Ishiki's humanoid black Zetsus. Now, I don't really think this is the case, as we do see that Zetsus tend to be very loyal to the Otsukis that they are created by, as when Black Zetsu, after staying with Madara for years, just kind of backstabs him and causes Kage to reincarnate in his body. I heard another one that he's trying to experiment on Urashiki, probably not, and another one that he is future Kawaki. Again, it is a theory that I've heard a lot, but honestly, I really don't see him being a future Kawaki, and I don't really see the evidence behind backing this statement. But my favorite theory on Amado is the Otsuki theory, right? So this is very similar to like his daughter being Otsuki, but a little bit different, right? We know that Amado seems to be obsessed with making sure that Kawaki gets back his karma seal, and we see that Kawaki, he really gets in Kawaki's head, right? It's like holding a lollipop in front of a 4-year-old and asking them how badly they want that lollipop while you're slowly licking it, right? Anyways, we know that the karma seal will be different from the one that he previously had, and it's stated to be a weaponized karma by Amado, which is probably a lie. So we do know it's different, as it's not given to him by Ishiki, and it's not going to reincarnate as Ishiki. But what I think is going to happen is it's probably going to be a karma seal so Amado can reincarnate into Kawaki, right? And also, we do know that Kawaki does end up getting a karma seal by the time he faces Boruto towards the end of the show, or after the time skip, whenever that fight happens, when they're teenagers. So again, what if Amado just wants Kawaki to get his own karma so he can reincarnate himself into Kawaki? Because we already know that Kawaki is a perfect vessel, and we do know that it's very difficult to get a perfect vessel. You know, even Code, he wanted to be a perfect vessel so badly, he even survived the experiments, but he unfortunately is not a perfect vessel, and he has white karma. I might end up making a video on that one another day. But anyways, we saw the impacts of having an imperfect vessel by the strain on Jigen's body with the influence of Ishiki, and we also know that there are 2 missing Otsukis according to the tablets. Now, again, many people think that these are Urashiki and Toneri, but that wouldn't really make sense as to why they're exiled or removed from the Otsuki wall, or Otsuki tablet, or whatever you want to call it. But the top one does kind of look like Urashiki in the manga. It looks like he has a Rinnegan in the top right. The horn seems to be very similar to Urashiki's, but also in the anime adaptation, it's nearly impossible to tell the characteristics of these two. Also, narratively speaking, we probably wouldn't have met these two yet, or at least they wouldn't be apparently obvious as they probably lead to the next major arc or major villain, right? So again, that's the biggest and most plausible theory going around right now, is Amado is the next Otsuki. Again, it's really difficult to tell right now. We don't have a whole lot of information on these last two Otsukis. We do know that one of them probably has a Rinnegan. If you have some other Amado theories, don't forget to drop them right down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next one.